If you're going to the grocery store and you're seeing things are out of whack, friends, I'm going to take you behind the scenes to look at what the supply chain is saying about where the food is going, why the food isn't in the right places, what items are hard to find. The Sysco market report. Sysco is a massive supply chain company that moves food products to restaurants, hospitals, schools, all that kind of stuff, big institutions, and they let us know what's happening behind the scenes. We're going to pull that curtain back. It is also still Amazon Prime Day today, so I got a few more deals that I found. I want to show you those as well and give you an idea of what's going on out there. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. All right, let's start off here with a Sysco Market Corner update. We got the Hurricane Helene aftermath still happening. We have the longshoremen strike still percolating through the system. And we got this new hurricane on the horizon. Let's hear what these guys have to say here. So beef, Hurricane Helene could negatively impact the supply chain short term and possibly long term. So they're still assessing what that looks like right now. Seafood suppliers have been planning for the ILA strike, and extra supply has been positioned in the U.S. Pull volume is normal. So they're still pulling from the supply the same amount that they normally do, and they did get ahead of the strike. So, like it says there at the bottom, the ILA strike, of course, ended Thursday night, and so the impacts to this global supply chain should be minimal due to the strike length. The strike was short. They were prepared for it. At least on the seafood front, so it looks like things are going to be mostly under control from the strike. However, let's look at what the Hurricane Helene has done to things and see what other issues are going through the supply chain right now. All right, poultry. Bigger birds, better hatchability, and larger egg sets are allowing extra supply on the market. So basically, they're not having a problem putting chicken on the shelf. However, they are still having egg issues out there. They're not having problems with the boneless market, especially tenders and breasts are seeing increased supply on all sizes. So that's good. Wings are seeing extra availability on all sizes. So just expect to see all chicken prices coming down a little bit in the near future, unless you're near one of these storm centers, right? Dark meat demand remains very good. Whole birds are mostly balanced, so they're not coming down quite as much. Pork says pork butts, both bone-in and boneless, are trading near established price levels. Loins are barely steady as chop demand has decreased. Ribs are steady, bellies are steady, and market has settled. Trim is steady to higher for supply. So we're kind of breaking even there. Don't expect to see prices on pork moving up or down. Supply looks like it's pretty good. Beef. The Southeast region demand is being impacted by Hurricane Helene, so people aren't eating quite as much beef. Ribs continue to trade steady. Strips also trading steady, while top butts are showing weakness, so those prices should come down. Tenderloins are steady, but for how long? Chuck and round complexes are diverging. Chuck rolls continue to show strength. That's ground beef, essentially, while the round complex is adjusting lower. So basically, cheap meat is coming down in price. We were seeing a lot of people buying the cheap cuts before, but we're seeing those prices coming down just a little bit. Grinds continuing to offer opportunity to buyers. So this is not a bad time to go pick up some beef. Dairy. Shell egg markets are down this week, so expect egg prices down a little bit. California and Northwest markets are flat. They're not moving quite as much in California and Northwest, but the rest of the country, egg prices come down a little bit. Butter is down. Market participants are closely monitoring the potential impacts of Hurricane Helene and port strikes. So everyone's kind of a little on edge about that still. And now with the new Hurricane Milton coming in, they're just kind of assessing that and dealing with it. Grains and oil, soybean oil futures traded higher last week, so prices coming up a little bit. Concerns of a dry South American weather ahead of their planting. That is concerning. Soybeans may not have a great harvest down south. That also will impact other grains and vegetables down south. All right, crude oil moved higher, so prices for moving stuff around is going up. Canola was higher, and palm oil were higher too. This is there is also a strike looming by the longshoremen, which will disrupt. They didn't update that, but seafood. Port strike on the East Coast began Tuesday this week. Of course, it ended Thursday. They're assessing it, but we already saw that they were already kind of built up. Before we continue on, we do want to thank our sponsor, Genesis Gold Group. If you want to see what it would look like to get your IRA or 401k moved over to precious metals, or some of it, there's a number right on the screen right there. You can talk to Jonathan and his team, ask them questions. If you decide to move forward, make sure you mention this channel so they do waive your setup fee though, right? There'll also be a link at the end of the video, but that was the phone number. I know some of you guys are just like, I don't want to fill out the form. I want the phone number. But then you have a little bit of trouble finding the description. So every so often we put the phone number up on the screen, right? Vegetables says asparagus. Port strike not expected to affect the supply, except for possible road blockages. But the volume coming out of Mexico next week, which is this week, all indicators that markets should decline. So basically prices on asparagus should decline is what it's saying. Larger sizing is more available. So if you want larger sizes, that's good. If you want the smaller size, you're going to have a little bit harder time finding availability. Bell peppers, East. Green is limited. Quality fair, markets increasing. We're still having problems with the bell peppers. We've been having problems all summer with them. Major growing area hurt from the storm. Red and yellow bells are extremely limited. So if you're looking for bell peppers, that's kind of why we're having problems. West Coast is better. Broccoli. Market is a little active as quality issues have reduced yields in the fields, keeping volume snug and just meeting demand. So supply is tight compared to what people want. Cauliflower. Market is steady, but seeing some quality issues impacting yields that could move this market up, aka prices, as supplies are just moderate. Celery. Market mostly steady to a bit higher on moderate supplies. Quality has been reported as good, so not too bad there. Cilantro, parsley, market up on cilantro, so price is up. Parsley is mostly steady on moderate supply and demand, so not such an impact on parsley. High heat in the forecast will likely impact yields and push the prices up. Green onion, market remains high as supplies continue to be short, so not much green onion out there, but they're hoping to see better production in the next 7 to 10 days, and also expecting people to buy less green onion soon. Damage is still being assessed on the impact of Hurricane Helene on green beans, corn, cucumbers, eggplant, bell peppers, and squash. Let's look at lettuce. Iceberg lettuce, demand is moderate to good and market is mostly steady, so looking pretty good there. Extended heat expected to bring in on some tip burn. Lettuce romaine market is mostly steady with higher undertones as quality issues are impacting yields. We continue to have problems with lettuce, and that is crazy. How long have we been at this, and yet they still can't get the lettuce in? Onions. Supplies are good on new crop of yellows and reds from Washington and Idaho. Demand is good. Quality has been good. Prices are coming down lower on all colors. Potatoes. Potatoes are actually looking pretty good on the new crop. Initial numbers here. Size so far is large, with some growers being limited on smaller sizes. So you're better off getting the bigger ones. Quality is also good. Prices are lower on all sizes. So that's good news out there. We'll see how that continues to unfold. Squash, East. Zucchini and yellow squash available. Quality is hit or miss. The market is steady now, but will trend up. On the West Coast, volume steady, but some quality issues. New areas scratching late next week. Market is steady. Tomatoes, there's an alert on tomatoes. Supplies are steady on all varieties, but the grower shippers are still in the process of assessing any possible damage from Hurricane Helene. Quality is good on all varieties. So there isn't any issues yet with tomatoes, but they are looking at the damage to see if it's going to impact supplies on the tomatoes. Avocados, of course, a lot of that comes from Mexico. Rain in multiple regions and a national holiday in Mexico has limited the harvest, and the market is higher. Prices going up. Demand exceeds supply on all sizes, including number 2 fruit. Pipeline should fill back up in the next 10 to 14 days. So if you're having trouble getting those avocados, you should see them coming in the next 2 weeks. Citrus, lemons. Demand for lemons is steady. The coastal district is winding down while the harvest in the desert is begun for several suppliers. Chilean imports still have a few weeks to go and peaking on the 200s and 165s. So those are sizes. But good news is that Georgia and Florida, they were already done. So the impact of the storms is not going to impact the lemon harvests. Oranges, high demand continues to push markets up while supplies are dwindling down. Domestic Valencia oranges have finished for most of all suppliers, including the Southeast. So that's good news. Import volume will be limited now to the start of California naval season, which is projected to start late October. So we're pulling California oranges, and we will be pulling California oranges for the next bit. So the storm will not impact orange availability. Limes, new crop producing 60% volume, very limited volume in the smaller size. Those are the bigger sizes. The lower numbers are bigger. Quality is improving. Larger sizes will be extremely limited during the start of the new production. Market will be higher than for the larger sizes than the smaller fruit. All right, on to some deals that are on Amazon Prime right now. Igloo Ice Blocks. So these are reusable ice packs. You just put them in the freezer, and then you can put them in a cooler. If you need to stuff some stuff into your freezer to give it more mass, so that if you lose power, these things are great for that. 98 cents a pop. That's hard to beat. What costs 98 cents anymore these days, right? So that's a good deal. GVY Colored Lights. These are programmable. You can use them to decorate rooms and provide mood lighting and all that kind of stuff, Halloween decor. This ends up being $9 per strip. Like I said, they're programmable and all that stuff. You can use the app to do whatever you want with it. So if you're fancy like that, it's a good move there. All right, just a reminder to stock up on weird battery types. So if any of your boomsticks have weird battery types for different components, if you have weird batteries for certain kinds of remotes or sensors or thermostats, whatever, might want to go out and grab them. 2032 is a pretty common one, but make sure you have the weird battery types. This is a good time to stock up because the Prime Day deals are going to be basically on a lot of different batteries. So you can just click through the link, this down in the pinned comment and in the description down below. Socks. Definitely get your socks. Your Christmas presents are all covered, right? Because that's what everyone's going to get for Christmas, right? Socks and underwear and all that kind of stuff. So you can definitely get some good deals on clothing right now over on Amazon. $14.50 for 12 pairs of socks. Now, I prefer having a little higher of an ankle on that, but that's just me. But there's lots of different varieties out there if you just check through the deals out there on Amazon. All right, friends, we'll keep you updated. Any other deals, do check out the Twitter feed over at the Poplar Report over on X, or you can check out the video I posted yesterday afternoon with all the deals I could find before this. So there's lots of deals over there. Check through the description, pinned comment over there, and you will see lots and lots of deals. All right, friends, that's what I got for you today. Hopefully it's been informative and helpful. If it was, hit the thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys later. Steve Poplar of the Poplar Report, out.